Hey Mgosi fam, I am Salamina Mosese. I am an actress and a film producer and a host. I am a mom, I am a business owner and a wife. That's me in a nutshell. Sorrel Media Productions is a company that we actually registered in our varsity days. That's Stefina Zwane and myself. But we only really started operating as a business almost 10 years after we registered the company. And it really just started with two frustrated actors who probably just got tired of people telling us what to do. But really we just wanted to tell our own stories. I think we had grown as performers and it felt like the next natural thing to do, step behind the scenes. Our approach to producing Homewrecker. So Homewrecker was shot at a time, in fact, let me start at the beginning. The fundraising for Homewrecker was long and tedious and incredibly challenging. And we actually had a false start. We went into pre-production and then had to stop. And then by the time we were ready to go again, it was full on lockdown where no one was even moving in the streets. We started fundraising again, did another round of casting, and then eventually were able to go into production in 2021. What was the approach? It was that this film had to be made at any cost. And we really pushed ourselves, we pushed the crew, we pushed the cast, and we were incredibly lucky that it came together and we were able to start and finish in the time that we had planned. A lot of productions were shutting down. We weren't one of those productions. But yeah, it was just, the timing wasn't perfect when we first started. But when we eventually got to 2021, June, July, I think we were all ready and the timing was right. And we were incredibly blessed to have the product that we got out of it after all the challenges that we had just to make this film. And as a producer, I think I just always want to build the kind of set that actors love to work on and where the crew feel respected and that everyone's talent is valued. And that's really the job of the producer. If I wasn't the producer and I was a cast member, I think if we're talking Homewrecker, I probably would have loved to play the character of Tando. Nono Piri played that character. That was actually my favorite character even at scripting phase. Purely because, yeah, I didn't want to be the lead. I did not want to go against Kenzie and I did not want to go against Tamara. Those two badass characters had to be played by the incredible thespians who we ended up casting. So yeah, if I saw a role for myself, it would have definitely been Tamara's best friend. But Nono Piri killed it, and I am super excited that I stayed completely behind the scenes for this one. Unexpected delays and challenges during production. Obviously, I've already mentioned we were shooting during lockdown, so yeah, people getting sick, that was a big thing. Anytime you hear a sniffle, somebody's coughing, people are late or anything like that, I think we were very conscious of the health part of being in production. We had a medic on set, in fact, a very good one. We were testing people's temperatures, we were testing for COVID, you know, and one of the most difficult things actually, now that I remember, was also just getting everyone to keep their masks on. Because at the time also, my director, aka also my business partner and the creator of this film, Homewrecker, Steph, was 4 months pregnant. So obviously I was like a mommy hen, always making sure that she's not sniffling, that anyone sniffling is not anywhere near her, that we can just finish this production without, obviously also losing people was a big thing that just loomed over our heads as the production team. There were many, many challenges. There was a day we were shooting night scenes and the homeowner kicked us out of their house because we had gone over. I had to sit with the homeowners in a car and literally beg them to not kick us out of their house. Eventually they did kick us out of their house, but not out of the yard. So we changed the scene and shot outside. And I said to the crew, guys, I cannot convince these people to let us into their house anymore. We're gonna get the scene that we get outside. And that's what we did. Rolling with the punches. Showbiz. My favorite scene in Homewrecker, okay, it's a scene where we see the three characters of Kenzie, Tamara, and Clinton. Tamara and Clinton have just made up, and Tamara is very excited to introduce Kenzie to her boyfriend. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Kenzie and Clinton know each other a little too well. And we have this uncomfortable scene where Tamara feels like the odd one out, and these two are busy reminiscing. There's a part where Kenzie says, my mom never stopped talking about you, and she never stopped asking about your cooking. And Tamara is just like, between the two of them, awkward. It is my favorite scene. Comedic timing on point. Thank you so much for this interview, Mgosi. I am Salamina Mosese. Don't forget, Homewrecker is currently streaming on Netflix. Check it out. We hope you enjoy it. Keep supporting local talent.